Blessings, bright ones. I am Alania Starhawk, and I'm just appreciating these rays of light right now, really reminding me that we are on a sacred journey and we're part of something bigger than we can understand. So I'm asking each of you just to begin your experience this morning by coming into yourself just with a gentle breath, and searching for that spark of light that lives within. Some of you have a light that is just expanded and rising, and some of you have a spark of light that is needing a bit of support, inspiration, and nurturing. So wherever you might be, just take that gentle breath and search for that spark of light. Now, I want you to remember, when you notice that spark of light that lives within, this is joy, passion, creativity. This is God light. This is the flame of divine consciousness. This flame, this spark is absolutely pure. It is untouched by all of the fear and the doubts, the insecurities that we hold each day. This space within, this pure space within, this is our truth. This is our light. This is who we are. And if you can, in moments of challenge, struggle, and disharmony, come into just that gentle breath, that gentle spark of light, you can breathe into it through intention, right? You can breathe into it. Breathe into that spark of light, that beautiful, gentle flame, and just know, I am. I am all that I am. Let go of measurement. Let go of expectations. I am. I am. And let the confidence grow. I am. I am. I am. You have to just let the presence of being grow and expand until you say, yes, this is me, right? In all of your perceived imperfection, in all of your messy, candid rawness, this is who you are. I am, I am, I am. And we're talking about this today because this is something you have power over. This is something that you have the ability to affect change in. And when our experiences are a bit challenged, we need something to hold on to, something to guide us through the dark night. And this spark of light, the more you believe in it, the more you place attention upon it, the more it grows, it expands and unfolds, blossoms. And the reason this is so important is because if you really can practice this, allowing yourself to grow and expand, you will never stop expanding. You will see your light growing and evolving and moving outward to embrace and envelop everything that includes life itself. Now, yesterday we were talking about shadows being anything that makes us feel separate, right? Anything that makes us feel like we are not whole and complete. So with this simple visualization of just knowing I am, but connecting that I am, that sense of being, with the spark of light within, we're allowing this light, this fullness to grow and expand. It seems as if it's only a visualization, but I promise you, we are complex, intelligent, miraculous beings. And we're not just doing a visualization. We are actually moving through the steps of awakening our divine truth. Okay? This is too overwhelming for some people. But if you just focus on the little flame starting to grow and expand, your soul knows what's happening. Your body knows what's happening. And if you can allow yourself to grow and expand, you naturally become connected to all that is supportive and uplifting. This spark of light, there is no duality. There is no pain. There is no struggle. There is no challenge. There is no lack. There is only the spark of life-giving force, right? Everything that supports you, everything that reminds you of your infinite nature. You can already see energy rising. And this is vital at this time, because I'm witnessing that there is a lot of fear on this earth plane right now. Yesterday, I was trying to be gentle about it. And after the long night of dreams that I've had, I realized, I can't be so gentle about it, because we have to take our power back. And fear is the one element, right? It has many, many forms, but fear is what keeps us trapped in the shadows. Fear is what holds us back from discovering our greatest truth. So we're going to have to face these fears. We're going to have to know that nothing has the ability to disconnect us, separate us from our infinite nature. We have to come back into personal acceptance, personal awareness. We've all been practicing this, Spirit's telling me, okay? We've all been practicing this in gentle ways, right? In holding our ground and respecting ourselves in normal day-to-day activities and our normal relationships. We've been doing this for several years to take our power back in a gentle way. What's happening now and why it feels so overwhelming and intense is because these fears that are growing are actually reaching deep into the ancient fears that we once knew. The ancient fears of not being supported, of not having enough. The ancient fears of something being completely and totally beyond our control. And if we can acknowledge that these are ancient fears, then rationally we can understand it's not real. This is why Spirit wants to make this connection. It's not real. The fears themselves are real, but the fears are perceiving this massive experience of lack. And the truth is that lack has not manifested itself yet. You have to understand this. Even if you are currently going through challenge, okay, there is support for you. Spirit's saying this, okay, not me. Spirit is saying there are paths of support. There are solutions and resolutions. There are just these peace accords. There are prayers. There are just everything coming, blessings coming to support you, miracles coming to support you. And we have to believe that those miracles and blessings are real. We have to. Because right now our attention, I'm not saying for all of us, I want to make it clear that something that brings me great comfort is knowing that there are countless souls across the globe who are standing in their truth, who are representing the light, who are radiating purely as beacons of hope and healing. Okay? I want you to know I believe in this absolutely. And I want us to move into that space. But if you have not been feeling incredibly supported, then we have to be honest, right? We have to be honest and recognize that we've been feeling a lot of fear, irrational fears. So if these fears are about our future in any way, okay, our future in any way, I want you to logically know it has to be false. Right? Because I have to remind my mind that it's safe to believe in the blessings and the miracles in the love. So I have to find ways to rationalize why these fears are not accurate. Okay? And one of the ways is to know, my gosh, I'm fearing something that hasn't happened yet. If it hasn't happened yet, it's not created yet. That means that I have the ability to shape its creation, to redirect divine light, to just morph it into that which supports, right? We are creating our reality every day. If I hold strong to the fears, there's a much greater chance that my fears will actualize. But if I remember that divine source, all infinite, beautiful, primal, divine source is supporting me each and every day, waiting for direction to shape an experience that supports me, then I can be focused on that. I can have faith in that. I can really believe in that. Okay? This is what we're stepping into, knowing that we have the power to create our experiences. Blessings. So I have this visualization that I use all the time. It's natural for me. I've done it for years now. Spirit gave it to me years ago. But I wake up in the morning and I remember that divine source, right? Infinite divine source is filling me with all of this energy, all of this potential, all of this power each and every day. But it's not shaped yet. It's primal. Okay? All this light is pouring through me, and I am privileged to direct it in any direction I wish to direct it. I can place it towards any focus and it will feed that focus. This is why I try to be very aware. If I am focused on not having enough, if I'm focused on being alone, that's where my energy is going. I have to remind myself that if I want to believe in the blessings, in the support, in the love, that I have to actually take this energy and direct it forward into all that is supportive and uplifting. So you realize what I'm telling you is that you have the power to invoke an experience for yourself. Invoke it. Call it from the ethers. Call it from the void, right? The void that has yet to create itself and shape itself. Just call it into being. Create something in mastery. This should not overwhelm you. We have learned how to do this on the physical plane. We have learned that if I turn on the faucet, water will come forth. But why are we not trusting in divine source, our own internal source? Why are we not trusting that we have the ability to affect greater change than we know? Okay? It's so important to connect to our limitless source. Okay? Because when these fears come up, we have to be able to face them. If we ignore them, if we lose ourselves in them, we are going to have an experience that is shaped by that energy, right? Because we're going to believe that's our reality. If I need to face this fear, I have to believe that I have the power to face it. Because if I am trusting that it might go away by luck, I'm not really confidently trusting that I am safe and secure. I'm only hoping, right? So we need to know that we have the power to face anything that comes our way. These fears right now, I need to be really honest. These fears right now are taking on a new life form. They're taking on a new life force. They're building. And I know, Spirit's telling me, I know we have the ability to change this direction, this collective direction for humanity, for our global community. We have the ability to change the direction of all that is in motion. But I strongly believe that we have to learn how to not react to the fear that presents itself. This is why I'm teaching us today, or hopefully inspiring us, to disempower the fears that arise. Some of these fears will come from outside of yourself, but really the fear that's making it personal and intimate for you is the fear that's coming up from within. When it begins to rise, remember we spoke yesterday, anything that makes you feel unsafe is a fear. The truth is we can face anything if we know that we are infinitely supported by divine light, by divine source, by our own infinite presence, right? Because we are infinite. We have the ability, the mastery, our bodies are intelligent. We are wise and creative. We're ingenious. We have the ability to move through what we face. What our greatest challenge is controlling the thoughts and the energies, the memories, the wounded memories that are rising from within. So will you allow yourself to live in a life without fear to the best of your ability? Spirit says, please be gentle on yourself to the best of your ability. To be very clear, when I first started recognizing that fears were controlling me and that they were not productive, they were actually holding me back from discovering my potential and everything I was worthy of, I had to start from the very first step of just recognizing what is a fear and what is real. And I practiced. And it comes down to, because until your mind can see clearly, okay, the mind cannot really be depended upon. So it came down to me feeling what love feels like in my body. And we just did this when we felt that beautiful spark of light growing and building. Remember what it feels like to be supported. Remember what it feels like to have me look deep into your eyes and tell you that you are so beautiful. You are so perfect. You are the most miraculous being that can be. Remember that feeling. That's love. The feeling of knowing that whatever happens, I am safe and secure. This is what I want for myself. This is what I want for all of us. I want to live a happy life. It's the only reason I incarnated. I incarnated to discover how beautiful this life can be. Okay. We know how this feels. We also know how it feels when we feel stuck, limited, bound. We feel that we don't have a voice. We feel that we don't have power. Let go of what's happening. Think about how it makes your body feel. I start to get closed in. I start to pull back. My voice gets smaller. My mind starts to ravel into itself. There are patterns that your body goes through. There are patterns of behavior that your body goes through when you are processing fear. If you can just recognize something, right? Don't worry about what it is. Something isn't making me feel safe. Something, okay, is encouraging me to feel small. Then we can work on healing that. Because really, it's the element of fear that we're facing. We're not actually facing whatever it is that particular fear might represent. I am really hoping to bring attention to the whole pattern of fear-based mentality. All this old programming that makes us feel that we are not safe, supported, and empowered. So I'm not identifying with it, but because we just invoked that feeling of discomfort, I'm feeling it in my body. And I'm asking Spirit, okay, teach us, how can we move through this? So imagine that fear is rising. You might get discomfort in your belly, your body might start to ache, you might get a headache, whatever it is. Imagine, don't do it, but imagine what it feels like to be uncomfortable. And I'm asking Spirit, okay, what do we do with this fear? How do we process it in a way that can help us to grow, heal, and expand? And Spirit says, number one, when you first acknowledge that it is present, why are you trying to handle it or face it alone? Right there. They say right there is why it feels so overwhelming. You're trying to do it alone. But remember that you are connected to all infinite source. to the earth beneath your feet, to all of the elementals, to all the guardians, to all the gatekeepers, to all the ancient ones, to all the saints, to all of the beautiful angels, to all of the divine and sacred ones that have walked with us through eternity. We are not alone. We are not alone. You have to, at some point, trust that there is more than you can see, that you are intimately supported, not just by the concept of angels being near, but by the presence of angels. Angels supporting you directly, you particularly. You have all of this support with you. And Spirit says, if you try to do it alone, you go deeper and deeper and deeper into that illusion, because that's what that illusion is actually encouraging you to believe, that you are alone. So imagine that I'm in it, right? Imagine that I'm in it, I'm feeling it building, and I don't have the clarity of thought to bring me through. All I know is that I want to see clearly. I want to be in truth. I want to be in love. I want to remember how supported I am. So I call upon, okay, and we're doing this so you know how to do this for yourself. I call upon all the guardians, all the beautiful elders, teachers, masters who walk with me here and now. And I see them taking my hand like this on both sides, just taking my hand and creating this circle of light. I call upon you now to walk with me, to clear away all resistance, to clear away all the doubts and insecurities, to release all of the wounded energies that have allowed me to identify with fear, with lack, with disappointment and pain. I am ready to release them now. I am ready to let go of that which no longer holds truth and value in my reality. I claim my own personal power in this exact moment. I stand in the force of light that I am. I invoke the beautiful divine presence within and throughout. I become this beacon of light that allows me to feel safe, supported, and loved in all moments, in every moment, in this moment, and all that can be. I am. I am safe. I am secure. I am whole within myself. I welcome in the inspiration and the healing. I welcome in everything that comforts my spirit here and now. And with doing this, you have to recognize that this is brave for your soul. There has to be a part of you that goes, I've done it. I've released from that which was holding me back from feeling free. I've released. And then Spirit says, every time we release, every time we clear away something that is no longer needed, there is this sense of questioning that comes into play, either subtly or visibly, or noticeably. And so there's this questioning that goes on. If I am not that experience, who am I? How do I face the world now if I no longer have to live that way? Spirit says, shh, quiet the mind, quiet the thoughts, and trust that your soul knows how to move through life easily and with grace. And now I see the mothers. I don't see one. I see the mothers, countless ones, faceless ones. I see Blessed Mother, Mother Mary. I see Isis and Kuan Yin. There's just so many mothers here. I see all these mothers gathering around. This is the Divine Mother. I see Shakti. I see all of them. I can't put names to all of them. It wouldn't matter. They're all gathering around Ma Durga Lakshmi. I feel their energies as they come closer. All these beautiful mothers coming in, and the circle around us it's deep. The circle around us is closing in and closing in and closing in on our beautiful soul that is ready to receive, ready to remember who we are, ready to remember that we're safe, ready to remember that all we want to do is be loved. And they say, can you feel this? Can you feel this? We want you to know that this is timeless. This is yours to hold on to keep in all moments. They say it is the mothers that will heal us now, that will heal our pain, that will heal our disconnect. And I am seeing this not just with you and I'm seeing this with everyone around the globe. They're telling me that we all need to come back together again. We need to find a common cause. We need to remember that we're not so different from each other. And if this begins with thought alone, then that is where it begins. And they are bringing us closer together. And now I see that at the beginning, I was in the center of their divine embrace, as each of you were. But now I notice it's not just me, it's the entire globe that they embrace. Every soul, young and old, near and far, all of us are in a divine embrace, and the mothers are whispering. The mothers are whispering through our spirits. They're whispering into the winds. The mothers are whispering, you are safe and you are loved. They're whispering and they're saying it has to be a gentle touch that allows you to release some of the hold you've had or needing to protect and defend. So we are working together to bring healing to humanity, to every soul that is. They are working collectively. I see the masculine energies holding space for us. They're not separate from this. They're holding space for us. But a lot of the healing that's taking place is happening with these masculine energies as well. So it's the mother energy that's rising right now and channeling, really channeling through divine source. You hear these beautiful songs. There's a lot of healing taking place. And they say that it can happen gently, it can happen miraculously. There can be a soothing of the spirit, of the intensity and the drama that is taking place. I want to be careful with that word drama. Perhaps they were saying trauma, because drama to me implies that it's not real. And one of the things that's important to understand for me at this moment is that everything that is rising, even though it's not the greatest truth, it's real to the people who are feeling it. So I don't want to undervalue what is being experienced. I just want to welcome in the energy that has the ability to clear it, neutralize it, and really bring in some compassionate support, inspiration, love. I'm just asking Source for a moment what it is that they'd like to. I would encourage you to drink a lot of water, because this is the third time that I've thought about bringing some water into my body. And it's because the water is healing us right now. This is what they're telling me. I denied it because I didn't want to drink. I can have my drink in a little while, but they're saying, no, this is about knowing that the water is healing us. And oh, how interesting and beautiful. Hold on, I'm going to take a sip. Okay, so they're showing me that the water holds dormant light codes that are designed to support and awaken humanity in times of need. Okay, we have not been left upon this earth plane without the resources to heal ourselves, to support ourselves. Our relationship with water is sometimes skewed. Okay, we believe that it has the ability to be tainted, to be impure. But we're going to trust that their spirit's telling me that there are sources of sacred water within the earth, sources that have been kept pure, being encoded with this or holding this sacred encoding for all of these millennia. And these sacred sources now are releasing themselves into our ordinary waterways. Am I saying that correctly? And into all the streams of water, all of our supplies of water are now being attuned to the sacred waters that have been held for this particular moment in time and space. They have the ability to restructure the water, to remind us of what it is to live in attunement, in alignment with all sacred source. And I'm not just talking about sacred source infinitely. I'm talking about sacred source, divine source upon this earth plane, the trees, the plants, the herbs, the medicine, okay? All the energies, the crystals, all the beings that support our humanity's journey. They're saying that the water is being activated right now to awaken and communicate with those of us attuned to its higher frequency. So this is important. The way they're explaining it to me now is that they are introducing these sacred waters into our supply, but only those with the ability to attune to that vibration will be able to understand, to be able to receive, be able to understand what is being communicated. Some of these people will just attune without noticing, and the majority of them will, okay? They will just feel more drawn to peace, love, support, trust, faith, okay? They will believe that this world is beautiful. They will strive to be centered in this paradise of blessing and support. And some of us will be able to feel the new resonance. We will be able to feel all of the new light codes coming through, and we will be the ones to bring the truth forward, to open the awareness, to remind everyone that we are on a sacred path. And if there was ever a time that our light was needed, it is right now. I'm going to say it, they scream, okay? This is not, it's just passionately. They're screaming, be the light, trust in yourself, choose the golden path, the path that is supported, the path that really trusts in the unseen miracles. Be the light, and we will support your journey. You will remember that you are not alone. And as we come into this resonance of feeling, oh, the universe loves us, the earth loves us, I'm like, all this support is here for us. Do you realize how small all of these fears seem? All of these fears that try to distract us? It's so much easier to say you're not real, you're not real. I'm going to stand strong in the light that I am, in the love that we are invoking together, in this beautiful new earth paradigm that we are awakening together. And Spirit says just clearly to speak to your rational mind, okay, the part of you that needs to understand. You, humanity, has the tools, the wisdom, the awareness, the resources to heal itself, to come back together, to find your way through. You have the ability to move through this moment, this small moment, with grace and ease. You have the ability to rise into your own personal power. Remember this, because when you are doubting the world around you, you're not just doubting the world around you, you're doubting yourself. You're doubting your capacity to heal, to inspire, to be. Okay, no longer are you comfortable with holding yourself back. If you truly do wish to step into your self-mastery, you need to remember, I am light, I am truth, I am wisdom, I am power, I am. Come into this and remember who you are. We see you, we love you, and we treasure you because you are the ones, and do not underestimate this truth. You are the ones awakening wisdom, awakening peace, awakening love upon this earth plane. You are the one choosing it for yourself today. And with that simple choice, it unfolds, it reverberates, it touches all existence. Know yourself, love yourself, accept yourself today and all days, because those experiences of fear that we started connecting to, they are not real, and they do not have the power to shape your experience. You are rising into self-mastery. We see you. Do not doubt what you are connected to. Ooh, sorry. I have to admit, when Spirit told me 7 days ago, last week, to begin this, create this 7-day program with you, I was just listening. And because I didn't have the full picture of what would be needed, I assumed that our lessons would be about something else. But I love the idea that I'm just going to appear each morning and allow Spirit to speak through me and let it unfold as it's meant to unfold. I will get you the recordings each day as gently and easily as I can without committing to a particular time. I think in order for me to be gentle on myself, I have to honor that. Yesterday I was a bit rushed and today I want to be in the presence of knowing I am safe, supported, and loved. And this, as I hold on to this within, this is what will unfold and really touch and transmute everything that is perhaps perceived as a challenge in my life. This is how you and I move through this journey together. We actually choose, right? Discernibly, we choose to create an easy experience for ourselves, and then that ends up unfolding and touching everyone. So I love the information that was shared today. I truly hope that it's been inspirational. I encourage you to spread the word and get this message out to others if you feel that they would be blessed, because I feel much more supported now than I did just 2 hours ago. Okay, this is me coming into remembrance, and I'm doing it because you're supporting me. So let's bring this message out to others if you feel that it can support them too. My website is alaniastarhawk.com. I am certain that Spirit will continue to bring through more messages. In fact, as we were channeling here today, I heard a subliminal reminder that they would be speaking through me a lot more, and I could not hold myself back, specifically when we were bringing through the information with the water, because that message with the water came to me years ago, and at times it's been reintroduced, but I've never really shared it outwardly before. And now they tell me this is the moment we were speaking about, this exact moment where you're at a gateway of or crossroads would be a better word, a crossroads for the trajectory, the path for humanity. And these light codes are needed, and you are receiving them from the rays of the sun, from the energies, right, from the sacred and divine breath that flows to you, and the energies that surround you, and from the water, from the herbs and the sacred medicines, natural herbs and medicines that you're taking. All of this is supporting our journey into new earth awakening, new earth presence, new earth frequency. So be present in yourself, love all that you are. Let me know how I can support you, and I will see you here again tomorrow for day 3 in this journey from shadow to light, embracing the power that we are, divine presence that we are. You are so loved. Namaste.